So I started working on a bike, and as usual, I don't record. But for you that been following me, I have this custom swing arm that I made on my own, and it's been great. Driving through Philly streets, everything. I mean, suspension has been great. It hasn't had no issues. But as far as the rear, just not many tire options. And I happened to fall through a deal on Marketplace. Got a motorcycle pretty cheap, and I just took the swing arm off of it. I have the whole shock assembly, rear brake, everything. I'm using the back wheel, but I'm going to change the tire. The other one's going to be a dual sport, and it's not going to be as tall. And that chain, that sprocket that's on there is going to work because I have a sprocket for my engine that's the same chain, which is 428. So that's going to work out good. I'm going to have beefier brakes in the back. I already stole the front tire from that same frame, and that's how I have the dual calipers in the front. Changed taking off the original setup, and then this swing arm is going to be a typical swing arm. So I got some cutting and fabricating to do, and as I go through the stages, I'll add to it. This is basically what it's going to look like. It's not exactly where I want it, but it's a good position. And I think I am going to keep the tire that tall and just make it a dual sport. It matches the front. Good. Bruno, you in the shop, bro. So there's the front, there's the rear. Yeah, I think it matches well, so I'll keep it the same. I won't lop it. And give me some meat on there. And now I'm going to be able to straight chain it. I got to move the engine over a little bit. But I'm going to be able to straight chain it from that sprocket on the motor to the back. And right where the pivot point is for the swing arm, I'm going to have to bring it up a little bit, because you want it to be a nice straight line from here all the way to here. And if you set your swing arm up like that, you won't have no problems with your chain. A lot of the guys who are doing swing arms on their bike, sometimes they don't realize that the pivot point for the swing arm has to be in line with the center line. You just draw a center line from there to there, and you should be good. Sorry about it going out of focus, but I think you guys get it. Yup. So now I gotta figure out exact height, placement. I'm gonna make some tabs. Moving the engine over is gonna be easy. I'm just gonna cut the brackets, put it right into, move it all over a little bit to the right, and she should be good. The only thing is the front, where my front tubes are going down, I think I'm gonna have to make a single going down to a double, so I can get the exhaust pipe in there. I know I'm not gonna be able to get it in there the way it's set up now, so I'm probably gonna have to take the engine out, cut those two out right there coming down here, and put a single going down, sort of like a dirt bike, and going down to the two, and should be straight. Just replaced the stator on it too, and the rectifier, because I was having electrical issues, and the wiring's good, nothing's getting shorted out, just the battery's dying, as if it's not getting it'll be charging for a while, then all of a sudden the battery will be dead. So hopefully they'll fix that. So all right, let me continue, and when I get some more on, I'll catch you guys up. So this is where I'm at now. I got the swing arm where it's gonna be. I took the original mounting upper mount off the bike that I got this back wheel off of, put in between there. Everything's tacked because gotta make sure everything's gonna work before I fully weld anything. Made some more room for the engine because I have to lower it down a little bit to get this sprocket lined up. But she's looking good, man. Looks like a motorcycle. Suspension's gonna be way better too. Just got done making the changes to the frame. And I'm using bed liner spray paint. That's what I had on there before, real durable. It was a mother sucker to take it off and clean. It's looking good. Engine mounts in. Dry. I'm gonna spec it with gold and clear it. Starting to come back together. Sprayed it with bed liner with that little gold splatter. That's what I always do. Be honest with you, I like using the bed liner not just because it's durable, but you have to try to do it wrong. Like, it doesn't show any imperfections. Frame is nice and solid. Got the new rear swing arm back there. Front end's over there. Should be coming together soon. Just a little quick video and update for my followers. Not many, by that way. Or just people who, you know, into mini bikes, and as they're riding, that need for something bigger or more, and you can do it. So believe it or not, this started as a CT200U EX. I still have the original frame. If you have a CT200U, you recognize the frame. I cut down the engine plate. I didn't need it, and some of this extra stuff is just the mounts for this Chinese 250 that I put on there. Swing arm is from a Chinese motorcycle, and the wheels as well. And then this front end is off a 1988 Kawasaki Ninja. Brakes and a lot of this other stuff is just all Amazon, believe it or not, and Temu. Black and gold theme. I put some dual sport tires on here. Nice little fatty in the back. Cafe Racer tracker style rear seat with the brake light and turn signals inside the tube. Gas tank off of eBay, I believe. Seats off Amazon. I have a cluster. This is from Amazon as well. It's all wired in. What I ended up doing was taking a wiring harness off a Hawk 250. It just made things easier. I have a switch for turn, horn, start, kill, headlights, high beams, clutch, because this is clutch now, 5-speed. Front fairing, this is actually from Temu. Fenders are from Amazon, I believe. Another dual sport. And then I also have dual brakes in the front. And I had to install one of these for the speed, little magnetic things, and then I made a custom bracket for it to work for this bike. I try to use gold bolts wherever I could. had to make this exhaust. I had one that ran under, but I didn't like it. I like that this is more higher just in case, because I do ride this off-road as well. Here's a black and gold theme. Disc brakes in the back. That's a, I want to say a NIBI 30, I think it is. I don't remember. Only thing I did was port match exhaust and intake on this. These little things right here, that's actually not for style. I mean, I put it that way so it just look a certain way. But if you had a CT200 UEX, you know this is a weak spot. So I actually cut the tube. There's a solid stock in there, and then I added this as well. So this frame is real good. And actually underneath, I don't know if you can see it, but I welded on 1/2-inch bar under the frame, and then to wrap around the front. So, because sometimes I hit like rocks or just hills when I'm riding it off-road, and this protects the frame, which is why I also put the exhaust a little higher. Rides great. Only thing I gotta do is try to find a shock for the rear, because this one is a little too stiff and it doesn't have an adjustment on it. So I just gotta find one that has an adjustment, and we should be good to go. Oh, and I got the mirrors on the side, which are freaking awesome. I can see when I'm in traffic. In the process of trying to get it street legal. So because I have the 1988 Kawasaki Ninja front end, I'm trying to get the title for that in my name, and then use that VIN for this bike, which you can do, by the way. Let me see if she'll start up. It's cold as hell. It's like 30 degrees right now. Last time I rode, I was doing, I think, 60, 65, and I wasn't like full throttle. Because when I ride this, I ride in the streets of Philly. I don't get bothered there, especially now that it looks like a motorcycle. So just a little update for my peoples. And I also include a picture in the video of the bike and its progression. Thanks for watching the video, and just remember, man, anything's possible. I know a lot of us get into mini bikes, you know, it's a nice starting point, but then we crave more. And if you could do it yourself, why not? Just a little creativity and a little ingenuity. And you know, all I have is a little shed. I don't have no garage, no special tools. I got a welder, a grinder, a tape measure, and a hammer, bro. A little poor man's creativity. Catch you on the next